Welcome back to day 2 of season 2 of Inks in Space. Today's ink is Horsehead Nebula. Looks like it's going to be a very pretty shimmery pink ink. And today I paired it with my Lamy LX Rose Gold. First off, let's do some splats. Ooh. Soak up some of the extra just because I have found that if it's too much, they don't ever like to totally dry and then they get sticky. But oh my gosh, look at the shimmer. Do some chromatography. So the Horsehead Nebula, which is also known as Barnard 33, along with its companion nebula, the Flame Nebula, rests near Alnitak, which is the easternmost star in the constellation Orion's Belt. The Horsehead Nebula is a dark, light-consuming nebula of cold gas and dust, with its shape visible only because of its silhouette blocking the light of the brighter nebula behind it. The Horsehead Nebula is just one part of the Orion molecular cloud complex, which is a star-forming region, and it covers hundreds of light years and much of the Orion constellation. And astronomers have learned that this stellar nursery has already birthed young stars, and some of these young stars even have protoplanetary disks. So the nebula was first discovered, or it was first recorded in 1888 by Wilhelmina Fleming. She was a Scottish astronomer working at Harvard College Observatory, and she recorded it from a photographic plate. Can't tell if that's doing much. I might have got it too wet. Again, it's coming off really dry on this paper, but that's probably because it's my sketchbook paper and it's not particularly great for wet mediums. You can see some pretty sparkle in that. Oh wow, right out of the gate this time. I did day 2 accidentally on day 3, so yeah. The Horsehead Nebula is embedded in the much larger Orion B molecular cloud and is extremely dense, with enough mass to make about 30 sun-like stars. It marks the boundary between the surrounding cold molecular cloud, filled with raw materials needed to make stars and planetary systems, and the area to the west where massive stars have already formed. And that is from the NASA website. This is a really pretty ink. It actually reminds me a bit of Einstein ring, but it's much lighter, and instead of a gold sheen, it has some very pretty gold and multicolored sparkles. And it felt really nice coming out of that nib. This steel nib is a medium, and it's very stiff. There's no spring or flex in it whatsoever, but it felt nice coming out of here. And I noticed that it is a bit drier of an ink than yesterday's, but it still came out of the nib very nice, and I think it's very readable. I really like it. Here's the chromatography and swatch card. It doesn't look like it has a huge amount going on in the chromatography, although it left this really interesting gold line down here, but yeah, more pinks and maybe a little bit of purple. Neat. And then that splat is beautiful. Look at that. Even with soaking up some of the excess because it went down so thick, the shimmer is just pretty epic. So thank you again, friends, for joining me for day 2 of this new 30 inks in 30 days. I hope you're enjoying it. I felt a little less rusty today, but still like I haven't quite hit my stride yet, but that's okay. I will get there, and I am having fun. I hope you are too. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!